Coach Jen Muston joining us here on the field on our post-game show. Jen, really tight first half, and the Spartans pull away in the second. Give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, we just are shooting. Man, that was the difference. The goalie was playing really well. I thought we were hitting her a lot, but she was also making great saves. So a combination of the two, we just had a rough go at shooting. We were 4 for 20 in the first half. So we just really talked about that in halftime. Got them to focus up and really change our shots. Got half to move her because she's a good goalie. And, we really just said, don't make this be a game where we take enough shots to win, but we don't. So I thought they took that advice and turned it into action.
You just mentioned, we were talking during the broadcast. We thought Maddie Medvey did a great job in goal for Widener. She saw 15 saves here, more than doubling her output from last time. And, when you see a goalie on the other end, really kind of dialed in, what goes through your mind as a coach and what you got to try to help your team work through?
Yeah, I knew coming in she was very good. She's very strong for them and performs. So I was hoping it wouldn't be one of those days where we were taking so many shots and not scoring, and it ended up being that way in the first half. But it's a little worrisome just because, you're doing what you can, but the goalie's stepping up. So we just had to really make sure we were putting it to specific places around her, getting her to move because she was stepping up big time. So we had to adjust to her for sure.
The draw team doing a phenomenal job tonight, winning 19 draws. Jenna getting 10 of those here tonight. How did that team seem to work so great here this evening?
Well, I think Jenna gets all the credit, and she should, because she's a big-time hustler and just goes all out. But she wouldn't have those opportunities if it wasn't for Chloe putting it to the right place and giving us the most, the best chance to get the ball. So the both of them combined, they're just a dangerous duo, and we really will rely on Chloe placing it, and then we really rely on Jenna chasing it down. And that's really hard to guard when you can do that. So they were on tonight, and I'll be really expecting them to do that again in 2 days.
And not only did Jenna have great success on the draw team today, also 4 goals on the offensive end of the field. Talked about her performance on that portion of the field.
Yeah, I mean, she can be a difference maker all over, and I think she's unselfish at times and doesn't really shares the ball on offense when she sometimes just doesn't need to. She can go to goal and score and provide us that little boost that we need. So at the times that she does that, we're pretty unstoppable. So she needs to keep doing that.
And again, it's something that we've been looking at all season, getting scoring from all over the place as well. And tonight also, getting some assists for the goals as they come through. And what was you thought really the biggest difference? Was it just taking better shots between first half and second half, or did the offense actually seem to flow better in the second half as opposed to the first?
I think it's a combination. I mean, like I said, we just met at halftime and really, really focused on that. We showed them our stats, and I think they just got locked in on that and really committed to changing that part of the game. And so, yeah, we changed our shots. We might have took better shots. In the first half, the shots we were taking weren't quality. They were too far away. They were off angle. And against a goalie like that, you can't take those shots. You got to be in the middle. You got to be coming at her. And so I thought in the second half, our choices of shots were much better. That gave us an opportunity to actually score. So I think they just focused up. And when these guys focus up, they can do it. If they don't focus up, that's where we get in trouble. So that's one of the things where we've been really hounding on them to just focus in and lock in with each other, and they can be really strong as a unit.
And speaking of focus, you have 1 day to prepare and focus for Messiah. And, of course, just facing them, about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. What's going to be the key to the preparation with practice tomorrow?
Just keeping our focus. I mean, I said that, but just we've had this goal in the back of our mind while we were trying to take steps along the way to get here. So we just got to keep on the hunt. That's all. We've been hunting this down, and we've had some missteps, but it has allowed us to really learn. And, the goal is to be putting it all together at this moment in time. So that's where we're headed.
Well, Coach, we always appreciate your time, and good luck on Saturday. I'll be keeping tabs on that game as I'm prepping for the men's game against Albright here on Saturday.
Thanks, Jared. This is probably our last home game of the 21 season, so just really appreciate all that you do in providing an excellent viewer experience. Nothing but compliments on the job you do and coming out here and being here for us. So you're the best.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thanks.
Coach Jen Muston there on our post-game show. She's going to hand the microphone and the headset over. We're going to go speak with Jenna Cholowinski. 4 goals today in tonight's matchup. To go with her 10 draw controls and 3 ground balls. So, Jenna, just first, give me your impressions on how the game went this evening.
I think offense was on fire. I mean, we were able to get our shots off, definitely, but it was really first half just sticking them, and we talked about it in the halftime, but defense held. They were amazing. I think we finally had a game where we were great on the draw, great on offense, great on D, and that's all we can ask for.
Very tight there coming in, the second half starting. Widener gets a goal, pulls within 1, and then a 10-goal run by you and the Spartans. What was the catalyst for being able to get that run started there in the second half?
A big thing we focused on the last few games is scoring goals. We've had some in the past, just like whether they're 10 minutes, whether they're 7 minutes, but it was just we needed to step up, especially offense, and just score. And once that happened, the floodgates basically opened.
On that offensive end, you had 4 goals. Selly had 3, Chloe with 2, Riley with 2, but also Selly with 5 assists. When you're able to play with a great feeder like that, how much easier does that make your job as a shooter?
I mean, it's a gift. Literally, she puts it with a bow on your stick. You don't have to do anything but use your feet. It's awesome. And she's definitely, we've talked about discipline on all aspects of the field, but especially offense, taking the right drive, taking the right feed, and I think we just did that today, especially with Sally. She did great.
And we mentioned your 10 draw controls here today. That actually puts you 2 draw controls away from the being 5th on the single season record. So hopefully on Saturday you'll be eclipsing, moving up that chart. But we all know you're not getting those unless Chloe, is taking care of business. So what's that like what's the conversations after each draw? Like, how does that work for that communication? Because a couple of those, they fell right into your stick.
Yeah, I couldn't have done anything without Chloe. She placed it perfectly for me every single time. I couldn't ask for a better drawer. Yeah, after every single one, we just said, basically, do we want to go her straight ahead or her 180 degrees? I don't know. But, yeah, it was just which one she felt better, where the ball was in her stick. Sometimes she literally just shouts a number as the ref's backing up. It's on the fly, and we've definitely focused on moving the girl on my part. So, yeah.
You have one day to prepare for Messiah for the Commonwealth Championship on Saturday, coming off a 14-8 loss to them earlier in the year. As one of the team leaders, what's going to be your messaging to the team to help get prepped for this game on Saturday?
I mean, we've tapped into a different energy lately. This past week, we've just been a different type of fired up, and that's really I think we struggled a little bit on the energy that last game. We kind of let them take over mentally. So, I mean, now if they can win on this field, we can win on theirs.
Well, Jenna, congratulations on the win and fantastic performance out of yourself and the team tonight, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. And Jared, I want to say thank you. You've been awesome. My parents absolutely love you, and I'm sure all the York parents do, but thank you for all your help.
All right, thank you very much, and good luck on Saturday. So there it is, our final score here at Kinsley Field. 15-4 is number 13 York advances over Widener. They'll take on Messiah at 1 o'clock on Saturday.